Hi everyone, it's Beth, and today I have a video for you about TronCrush. This is a new casino dApp that on Tron, of course, that is coming out in a little under 2 hours. So stay right there so I can tell you about it. Okay, so before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel or you're just new here, then please take a moment, hit the little red subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, and please do hit the like button while you are at it. Okay, so this is a sponsored video, but that doesn't affect how I feel about this because clearly I am totally into casino dApps on Tron right now. I'm having really a lot of fun with them, and this one starts really soon. So the platform launches in 1 hour and 40 minutes, so that's midnight tonight Eastern time, and then divs are going to start paying out. So if we come up here, you can see the dividends. There's countdown here. That's 2 days from the time of launch. So there's no expectation yet on how much you'll get paid for every TCC token that you obtain, that you mine. But of course, the way that these things work is the earlier you mine them, the more you get, and ultimately getting in first is probably your best bet. So if you're gonna do this, if I'm gonna do this, that's really it here. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it at the beginning, just like I did with Tron Raider, and I wanted to be in the first round of that. I was in early for Tron, and that worked out really well for me. And of course, as these things age, sometimes they don't age very well. This one does, however, have a feature that should really extend the longevity of the platform. So I'm going to go over what's in the white paper here so that we can talk about what that is. There is a pre-registration offer, so it's not like you have to give them your information or anything, but if you just, whenever you go to the site, there's a little button here that has your wallet address, and you just hit register. There's been 1,889 people already that have registered for this, but you get 1.1x on the mining at launch if you do register prior to the launch. So I did that. Okay. Now let's go over and talk about what's in the white paper, because like I said, they have a pretty cool feature here, and I think that's really the game changer for this particular dApp. Okay, so there's a bit about Tron here in the white paper, and I mean, one of the things that it does talk about is that compared with Ethereum and EOS, Tron has really exploded this year. As of the writing of the white paper, Tron had over 187 dApps with more than 464 smart contracts and 40,000 to 50,000 daily users, which is really remarkable. I mean, the Ethereum space is like, it's like crickets over there. So this is very active, and I'm really enjoying my time here in Tron. So what they did see, however, was that according to the data on dApp Radar, almost 90% of Tron dApps volumes didn't last more than a month, and over 50% were just more or less copycats. So they have come up with what they think here is a solution to the longevity issue. So let's keep going. Okay. TronCrush is, well, it's a casino game. Right now they're going to have a dice game out. They're going to be adding more, but at launch it's just going to be the dice game. But TronCrush is created to redistribute wealth to players. The TronCrush platform is going to share 100% of the revenues with all TCC holders. So you're going to get those sweet divs. Okay. The token distribution, there's only going to be 90 million tokens total for this one. And of course, that will never change. It is a TRC20 token. This is the breakdown of what this is, how the tokens are going to be distributed. So 65% of that 90 million is going to be generated through player mining. Then there's the crush bonus that is going to account for 6% of the total. that one, that's a pretty nice incentive here. That's like their jackpot version. And then they have the mega jackpot, and that is the feature here that should really extend the longevity of this contract. So then there's also a ranking reward that's 2% of the contract, and then there's 23% set aside for operations. So that's 10% for the bank reserve, 8% for the developer, and 5% for Tron Energy. Okay, so TCC Mining is mined by playing. So overall, there's going to be 9 stages. Each stage will have a total of 10 million TCC released, and they're going to start with 600 Tron per TCC in stage 1 and work up to 2,200 in stage 9. So of course, I'm going to get in early. So that's the moral of that story. Okay, so right now, what the game is, it's a dice game. So there are 3 dice in the game. You need to play them one by one. So the payout is sent right after each die is played based on the result and the odds. When all 3 dice are played, a round is completed and players will be able to receive an extra bonus according to their lucky number combo. Then a new round starts, which brings us to the crush bonus. So 6% of the game revenues will be put into the crush bonus pot. When a player gets 2 same lucky numbers in a round, the corresponding dice will be crushed. The player will get 10x TCC of the round, and if you get 3 all the same lucky numbers in your dice, then the player will be rewarded with 100x TCC and TRX in crush bonus. The TRX received equals the crush bonus, so it's total wagers in the round divided by 10,000. All right, next here is really the super cool part of this particular contract, if you ask me. But the basic reason why most Tron dApps won't last more than a month is that players stop playing once the FOMO and fever of the early advantage are gone. And that's true. I mean, if you look at what has happened really with TronBet, with 888, I mean, even with Tron, which isn't even that old, once the mining gets more difficult, then people just move on to the next thing because there's always another one right around the corner. So in order to combat that, they created the mega jackpot, and that is set to encourage players to keep them playing. So 4% of the game revenues will enter the mega jackpot. Then there's a 2-minute countdown timer for each round. So all the time, a 2-minute countdown. And for every bet over 200 TRX, which a TRX is like a little over 2 cents, 10 seconds will be added to the timer, but it never exceeds 2 minutes. So this is kind of like a FOMO game in the middle of this casino dApp. So that's really cool. When the timer reaches 0, which who knows when that would happen because there's 200 Tron bets happening really pretty frequently in even not very active casinos. So again, every time somebody does that, it's going to add time, 10 seconds to the timer. So when and if the timer reaches 0, the last person to place a bet over 200 TRX wins 60% of the mega jackpot. All right, next up is they also have provable fairness here with this casino dApp, and it is guaranteed by cryptography and smart contracts. You don't need to be an expert in order to do that. So you can use, because I'll show it to you over here. This is the fairness portion. So there's a seed that goes in, it's a SHA-256 seed. You can also enter your own custom seed, and then it will create a new seed. And then there's a new seed as well. So that is how the fairness here will work. Let's read what it says in the white paper. So you can enter your customized seed to the Tron blockchain. It can be a combination of letters and numbers of any length, and that is optional. Then the smart contract is going to generate a random SHA-256 hash and the timestamp of the current bet, and the previous block hash will be mixed to generate a random hash. The seed generated from the smart contract and the seed provided by the player then be mixed to generate a random lucky number. So you know that they're not just cooking the books over there. All right. They also have a VIP system. So if you are going to be wagering, at least a total of 20,000 Tron, then you're going to fall into this VIP system. So it says that here that the VIP system has been systems have been playing an important role in traditional games to reward those who contributed a lot to the game, and while they're rarely seen in dApps, which is the wrong approach. Therefore, the TronCrush team decided to create a new VIP system to reward players based on their contribution made. So like I said, that starts at the lowest tier here, that VIP 1 tier with 20,000 Tron wagered, you get 3% of the house edge. And if you are a huge baller, then you're going to come up here to VIP 10 if you have wagered at least 108,590,073.6 Tron. So that's going to get you 30% of the house edge. So, all right, that's the VIP program. There's also a referral program here, which is really cool because this referral program doesn't actually just pay you out if your referee wins. This one pays you out if somebody uses your referral code and you get 0.1% of all of their wagers, not just all of their wins. So the example here is for every 1,000 Tron bet, you're going to receive 1 Tron. Very cool. All right. So here's the roadmap. Right now we're in Q1 of 2019, right about the end of Q1 2019. So that's the TronCrush Whitepaper pre-register event, mainnet launch of TronCrush. Next up in Q2 is the development of 2 to 3 new games, TCC listing on DEXs, and the TCC buyback and burn mechanism. Then Q3 will be more games and integration of more coins. So there we go. Then there's a legal disclaimer where you have to be 18 in order to use this, and know that there is financial risk here and be responsible for whatever laws are applicable to you. So that's everything here that's in the white paper. Again, this isn't out yet, but it's happening oh so very soon. So we're now under an hour and a half. I'm going to really cut this short here because I want to get this posted before it actually launches. So but right now it's just roll 3 die and there we go. So, all right, there is probably going to be a referral link. Maybe not. I don't think I have a referral link yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just post the link here to TronCrush.com. That's the site. It'll be in the description box for the video. And let's see here. There we go. If you did like the video, then please do leave it a like. And if you'd like to see more from me, then please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down in the comment section. But as always, I'd like to thank you so very much for your time tonight. I will see you next time.